Good morning, friends. My name is Adrika, and today we are going to listen to chapter 2 of our novel Dracula. It is written by Bram Stoker. Chapter two's name is Prison. So let's start chapter 2. Jonathan Harker's journal continued. However, the instant I stepped over the threshold, he stepped forward to receive me almost impulsively. His firm handshake was the same of the carriage driver, and for a moment I thought that perhaps they were the same person. When I protested, he took my bags for me, and when I protested, he said, "No, no, Mr. Harker, you are my guest. My people are not available at the moment, but it is my duty to ensure that you are comfortable. Also, you must be tired and need to eat and sleep. Please come this way." He insisted on carrying my bags all along the passage and then up a great winding stair and down another big passage. Our steps echoed heavily on the stone floor. At the end of this passage, he threw open a heavy door, and I was happy to see a well lit room in which a table was spread for supper, and on whose mighty hearth of great logs of fires, freshly replenished, flame and flare. This din made me feel as out of place I'd been feeling so far. The Count halted, putting my bags down. Then he closed the door, and crossing the room, opened another door. This led to a small octagonal room lit by a single lamp and seemingly without a window of any sort. Passing through this, he opened yet another door and motioned me to enter. It was a welcome sight. After a hearty dinner of roast chicken and wine, I took the opportunity to observe the Count at close quarters. He had a very strong face with sharp features. His nose had a high bridge and peculiarly arched nostrils. He had a high regal forehead with hair growing scantily around the temples, but profusely elsewhere. His eyebrows were very thick, almost meeting over the nose, with hair that seemed to curl. The mouth, as far as I could see under the heavy moustache, was fixed up and was rather cruel looking. He had a peculiar sharp white teeth that protruded over the lips, whose remarkable red color shocked me. His ears were pale and extremely pointed at the top. The chin was broad and strong, and cheeks firm, though thin. He was an extremely pale man, as though he never ventured out in the sun. Soon I took the Count's leave and retired to my bedroom. Jonathan Harker's Journal, 7th May. For the last couple of days, the Count and I have talked about the state he was going to plan about buying in England with my help. The state was called Carfax. No doubt its name derived from quarter face, as the house is four walled. We also spoke about many things regarding our different countries, and I found Count to be very knowledgeable. I came to know that he loved London and the people of my country, England. This was the reason he wished to settle down there. He told me many stories about his ancestors, as if they were actually living and breathing in this castle. But I noticed that he never joined me for any meals, nor did I see him during the day. He always made some excuse or other to get out of eating with me. Sometimes he said he had already eaten, and at others that he wasn't hungry at all. I also had distinct feeling that there were no servants in the house, even though the house seemed to be in perfect order. Once he told me, Mr. Harker, you may go to any room in the castle, but you should not go to the rooms that the doors are locked. He paused and a smile came to his lips as he continued, for your own safety, of course. You are not of this land, and there are many things that will surprise you. 8th May. Today, while I was shaving, I felt a hand on my shoulder and the Count's voice in my ear. Good morning. I was startled because I had not seen his reflection in the mirror. As I turned, my razor swung and I accidentally cut myself. I was quite shocked as the entire room was reflected in the mirror. How was it possible that the Count could not have been seen in the mirror? When the Count saw the blood, a monstrous anger flashed in his eye, and within a second he grabbed my throat. I jerked up my hand, and his hand must have touched the chain with the crucifix the landlady made me wear in Bistritz, because he instantly became calm. He snatched up my mirror and said, who knew this wretched thing that caused the pain? Only the vein. Saying this, he took the mirror and flung it out of the window. It broke into 1,000 pieces on the ground below. I was quite annoyed, for how was I to shape without it? But he left the room without a word. Over the next few days, I explored the castle because I had nothing much to do. I found the castle was built on a rock with three of its sides facing a steep drop. Surely I would have been smashed to pieces if I had jumped from there. As far as I could see, a thick, dense forest, the kind of infested with hungry wolves, lay on all sides. This was a fortress built to withstand any attack. The views from the different windows are beautiful, but I found only a few doors unlocked. In fact, all the doors leading to outside world were locked, and it looked like you could only leave the castle from the windows. The castle feels like a prison, and I think I'm a prisoner. When this thought came to me, I roamed around the castle in a hurry, trying every door and looking out of every window. I behaved like a rat does in a trap. The more I thought about it, the surer I became that I couldn't talk about the Count to this. The Count knew well enough that I am his prisoner. Thank you.